Yo, what's good, Jets Nation? This is New York Jets Media, bringing you guys my flight preview to the New York Jets versus Philadelphia Eagles game this Sunday. This game is going to be very hard to watch. As we all know, the news broke today. Sam Darnold is not going to be playing. Really, really unfortunate. We were so optimistic seeing Sam back at practice, and he got cleared for non-contact. He was wearing that red jersey. He was slinging the rock around. All the players the energy around the Jets was different. Having our franchise guy back on the practice field, and we really felt very optimistic for this Sunday if Sam was going to play. And I thought he was going to play because he looked great in practice. Apparently, he didn't look like he was out with mono or anything. All the players said he looked the same and stuff. But at the same time, Sam Darnold's spleen is just still enlarged, and there's nothing we can do about it. I feel so bad for Sam because all he wants to do is get on that field, and he said in one of his interviews it kills him to just watch the Jets on TV and knowing he can't do anything about the game. He can't help, he can't contribute. All he can do is sit back and watch, and that just sucks because Sam Darnold feels 100% healthy. He feels his energy, he feels confident that he can play, but it's just like he has an enlarged spleen, and it's a huge risk for him to go on the field. So I completely understand why he's not playing. It's just really unfortunate for us Jets fans because Luke Falk will be making his second career start against Carson Wentz, and it's not looking too good for us. But I want to bring you guys this preview video and give you my game plan of how I think Adam Gase and Greg Williams should execute, and maybe some players to look out for and some injury updates. So let's jump right into that. So injury-wise, obviously Sam Darnold's out. CJ Mosley has not practiced all week, so it's looking like he's not going to be playing. Jordan Jenkins got ruled out with a calf injury. And Khalil Semley got banged up in practice. He has a bad shoulder and knee, so he might not be playing on Sunday, and that really hurts because the Jets' offensive line is already atrocious, so I can't imagine their best offensive lineman out, how it's going to look. And Adam Gase said that he's going to maybe get creative and revamp the offensive line and put someone else in. Maybe Chuma Edoga can get his first start as a rookie. Maybe throw in Harrison at center because Ryan Khalil hasn't been doing that well. Who knows? It's a really hard topic to talk about because the Jets' offensive line is just really that bad. But if we want to get into the game plan wise on offense, I really think Adam Gase should get Luke Falk into a rhythm early on, and he should get the ball out early. You know, the offensive line is really bad, so if Luke Falk can drop back and read the first read and hit him in stride right away and get in that early rhythm, I feel like he could have a good game. But like Adam Gase said, he's been putting too much on his quarterbacks by giving them too many reads, and that's probably why the offense have been struggling. So Adam Gase over the bye week understands, like, okay, I got to get that first read open. So hopefully Robbie Anderson can help him out because I feel like nobody's open downfield for these quarterbacks, and especially with pressure down their throat. So hopefully there's some quick play calls where quick slants and we get the ball in rhythm, hit Le'Veon and check downs, get Ty Montgomery involved, line up Le'Veon at slot because we're really weak at wide receiver position, so it's really tough. And next week, we're finally getting Chris Herndon back. He's going to be a huge weapon back for us, so we've been struggling on the tight end position. Ryan Griffin hasn't really been doing that well, but on the offensive side of the ball, we should be feeding Le'Veon, but at the same time, I feel bad because they're going to be stacking the box on us, and the Eagles' defense is legit up front. They are very weak at corners, so Adam Gase should be looking at that. Okay, we got to exploit their weakness, but problem is, how are we going to exploit the weakness at corners if we can't have time to throw the ball downfield? Like, if we can't have set time for Luke Falk for plays to develop downfield to get wide receivers open and there's pressure in his face, we're not going to do anything. The Eagles are super deep at defensive line, so it's going to be really hard to run the ball and pass the ball, so it's going to be a long game. If Sam Darnold was playing in this game on Sunday, I would be way more optimistic about coming out with a victory, and that's pretty obvious because that's our starting quarterback. But I still think with a weak offensive line and not as many playmakers around Sam, he has what it takes to elevate people around him to be better. For example, the last 4 games of last season, as all Jets fans know, Sam Darnold lit up the league, and that was with awful play calling, awful offensive line, and mediocre talent around him. Playmakers-wise, like receivers and running backs, it was pretty mediocre, and he played phenomenal. And Sam Darnold has that trait where he can elevate people around him, so it's really unfortunate that we're missing out on him, but it is what it is, and there's nothing we can do about it. So moving on to the Jets' defensive side of the ball, I'm looking at Greg Williams, and what we got to do is contain Carson Wentz in the pocket because he can extend plays with his legs, and he's a phenomenal quarterback. Luckily, Deshaun Jackson is out, and that's a huge positive for us because he can easily beat us deep, and we're very weak at corners. But one positive about the Jets cornerbacks that I really think is a very underrated player for us is Brian Poole, our slot corner. He's been playing very well all season. I'm pretty sure he's like the highest graded corner in the league according to Pro Football Focus, however reliable they are. But he's been excellent. He's a perfect fit for Greg Williams. He's physical. He's very energetic, and I really like what he's been doing so far. Jamal Adams has been great. Marcus May has been doing good. Leonard Williams has not been performing up to par as he should be. This is his contract year. It's looking like this is his last year on the Jets. Hopefully we can trade him for something, because if we just let him walk, then it's just a waste of a 6th-round pick. So maybe Joe Douglas can flip him because he looks atrocious. But on the flip side of it, Quinnen Williams, the rookie who got injured against the Bills, he looks like he'll be returning this Sunday against the Eagles. So that's a huge positive for the Jets defense. If we can get interior pressure on Carson Wentz early on, that'll be huge. And maybe Quinnen will generate more double teams and Leonard Williams can come free and maybe have a breakout game. Who knows? Leonard Williams has the talent there and the potential. I just don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's something's going on in his life at home or something, because he was really dominant. Like his first 2 years, he was a Pro Bowl replacement and he was a very good player. And all of a sudden he just fell off. And I don't know if he lost weight or something's going on with his mind, but there's a lot of things that go into a football player off the field that we don't know about that can be messing up their head, because it can mess up their work ethic, their determination, their love for the game. So those are all huge factors. And another player on the Jets defense who is my personal favorite is Blake Cashman, the rookie. And he has been filling in for CJ and Avery Williamson, and been playing phenomenal for a rookie. He's so fast, his play recognition is amazing, and he sets the edge well when he's playing outside linebacker, and when he's playing middle linebacker, he really has the speed to tackle people. He has the feel for the game where he can tackle people open field, so that's a huge positive for the Jets. Another player I'm looking out for, which is pretty funny, is our kicker, Sam Ficken. Yes, it's a kicker. Why am I looking out for him? But as we all know, the Jets have had atrocious kicking situation this year, so maybe he can knock down all the point afters if we get in the end zone, and maybe he can knock down a 40-yarder or 30-yarder, and that'll be pretty good for us, because having a kicker is pretty important in this league, and we have not had one all year. So hopefully Sam Ficken can be our long-term answer with that. And Kelvin Beachum, can he have a good game? Because left tackle is the most important position on the offensive line. It protects Luke Falk's blind side, and he got lit up all 3 games. I don't know what's his problem. Is he too old? Is he battling an injury? Is he just not communicating right? I don't know, but Kelvin Beachum has to step up, because without him, the offensive line is going to be very hard to watch. So that does it for this preview video. I wanted to break down what I think Adam Gase and Greg Williams are going to be doing. Hopefully also the special teams can get us some points. Special teams have been pretty good this year. We had a special teams touchdown 2 weeks ago against the Patriots. I mean, we just capitalized on their mistake. It wasn't really that impressive, but maybe we can get a punt return or something going, because the offense is going to struggle. It really is. I mean, Luke Falk is not the answer for us at quarterback, and without Sam Darnold, the offense is going to struggle. So hopefully we can get Le'Veon hot and create some holes for him on the offensive line, because without Le'Veon getting going, the offense is going to be doing nothing. So it really is a depressing time for us. It's looking like we're going to go 0-4. It's really hard to sugarcoat it, but I'm here to bring you guys this video and have some optimistic vibes, because it really is a dark time for this Jets season, because we had so much hopes going into it. As we all know, the talent is there on the field. It's just we're battling injuries. Who would have known our franchise QB is battling mono? Our top signing, CJ Mosley's still injured, and he's our play caller on defense. And our best top edge rusher, who led the team in sacks last year, Jordan Jenkins, is out. So we're just beat up, and it really is unfortunate, because if we go 0-4, we're going to be in a huge hole. Then we have the Cowboys and the Patriots. So it's looking like this season's going to be a really rough one. But I'll be here creating videos throughout the whole season, previews and reactions, and then any other news. And then I will be creating videos throughout the whole offseason, all news about free agency, draft, and I mean, I don't really want to talk about free agency and draft that much, because we're in the season right now, and that's the last thing I want to think about. But with that being said, leave a comment down below what you're expecting for this Jets team on Sunday, some players you're looking out for. And I know it's going to be tough for us to watch, absolutely. It's really hard to be optimistic in this stage when we don't have our franchise guy playing. But hopefully Sam Darnold can be healthy against the Cowboys, and we're going to have Chris Herndon back and Brandon Coleman back from suspension, so you never know. We can shock the world next week. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go Jets. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Peace.